So someone offered me this web manga job. But I looked into it and I think it might be really hard. Hmm? So you're saying you took another job when you're already overworked? Yeah. Paranoia 5. Death glares. What makes it so hard? Well, why don't you just take a look? Manuscript pages? Hmm? It does feel kind of hard to read. Maybe the type is too small. You got it. It's not a problem on the printed page, but when a manga gets put online, resolution or display issues can make it a pain to read. You do draw small word bubbles, but if you got space in the bubble, sorry, sometimes you could just make the text bigger. I don't think we'll have to pull an 8 diver. I don't know what that is. I'm thinking we want to focus on readability, not just with the text, but the panel sizing too. True, the format is different. Also, yes, and we also have to think about scroll direction. Online manga scrolls vertically too. That verticality can be tricky. You're limited in the ways you can flow from panel to panel. You also can use traditional panel structures like this panel. The vertical scrolling sometimes hides part of the page and makes this layout hard to read. That's what makes it hard. We have to remember all this other stuff as we draw. Aren't you overthinking this? It's all about the readers. Yes, that's true. Isn't the most important thing that your manga be interesting or fathomable? Sorry. Huh? Isn't the most important thing that your manga be interesting or fathomable? I heard you. Well, you know, we should start with what's possible, not what's impossible. How about what's essential? Still, online manga is really nice. I mean, you can put anything online. That's why you get wilder stuff out there on the web compared to print magazines. And it means you don't have to pay a bunch of money to print your own doujin. So it's easier to read that kind of stuff these days. The social aspect of doujin is important though. I don't interact much with other authors. Which do you prefer then, paper or digital? I just want to work in whatever media gets more people reading my manga. I want to try lots of things in lots of different places. And have lots of other people know who I am. Fair enough. I thought you only cared about drawing whatever you felt like, but exactly. I want lots of people to read whatever I feel like drawing. How greedy. I want to have it my way, but I guess you gotta be talented. Then again, there's people who get their way because they're charming. So, what would you do if you couldn't draw for commercial magazines anymore? Online manga, I guess. Doujin seems nice. Maybe I'd get a job to keep me going. Is getting married not an option? Nope. End chapter.